Hello, I'm Super Orange Cat. I'm today with Toonami's ratings for this past Saturday, August 6th, 2022. Let's start at the top of the block. At the top of the block, we have Primal to 0.11, Lupin the you have Yashahime at a 0.09, Lupin the third at a 0.07, One Piece at a 0.08, followed by another episode at 0.07, Naruto at a 0.05, Shenmue at a 0.05, and Attack on Titan at 0.04. Ultimately, the ratings from week to week didn't change much. Primal did go up a little tick, and that's possibly due to people deciding to watch it on Saturday instead of Thursday. But the big reason probably was what debuted in front of it. On 11:30 Saturday night, we had the debut of Smiling Friends Go to Brazil. And it did pretty well for Saturday night standards. It did pretty well. It got a 0.13. And I think that we saw carryover, albeit there was another episode of Smiling Friends that aired at 11:45 in between. It was the episode with the Enchanted Forest, so if you've watched Smiling Friends, you know what I'm talking about. And basically, Smiling Friends, that episode, going to Brazil, got a very mixed reception. Some people thought it was amazing, some people thought it was stupid, mostly because the entire plot of the episode was they're like in the airport in Brazil, and they find out that Pim didn't actually do the reservations, and they just kind of bicker for 10 minutes before deciding to just fly back. That's the plot of the episode. I can go into whether I like it or not. I think it was an okay episode, but again, Konami's ratings. And after that, though, I think the big thing that stood out this week was the dismal performance once again of Lupin the Third. It got built upon by One Piece, I think, for the third separate time already. And One Piece and Lupin the Third, I think we have like another 8, 9 episodes with. I might be off on that number. And at this point, I think you just need to move it to the back of the block. It's rating terribly. It's probably holding back One Piece, and I think you need to move it past Naruto, move it to 230, and move One Piece and Naruto up a bit. And after that, you really can't say much because it wasn't dramatically. This whole week wasn't dramatically higher or dramatically lower from last week. Every show was within 1/100th of the rating it was last week, with the exception of Naruto. And really, you could really say week to week things were roughly the same. The only notable thing is that we had this lead in, which we've never had before, and it's a one off lead in. I don't think we get Smiling Friends to lead off next week. I haven't checked to be sure. It's definitely not going to be a premiere episode, but Smiling Friends has already been long renewed for a second season. And the guys behind it, I think, already said, oh, we have ideas through season 4 if we get there. And they announced that during, I think, Adult Swim had their Adult Swim block party this past weekend. So we got a little bit of Adult Swim news. Nothing really in the Toonami side outside of Maki Terashima Furata, who is the president of Production IG USA, is actually pretty vocal talking about how they are currently in the process of the English, actually doing the voices for the English dub of Housing Complex C. And that started this past week. I don't know that much about the difference, like how long you usually get from dubbing to actually put on TV. That varies from studio wildly. Like some do it a week of, some take months. And it's actually pretty close on process because they're just simply dubbing over the animation already for the Japanese audience. So you really just have to just deal with that. And that's its whole thing on itself. I could go into it, but again, there's more news. Progress is proceeding on Housing Complex C. If I had to guess, we probably get that late this year. We'll definitely get that before Uzumaki. Uzumaki, we're probably getting October 2023 at this point, if we even get it then. That's like the fifth time that's been played. But what do you guys think? What's your thoughts or opinions on the current shows? What shows you would you like to see on the block? I am the Super Orange Cat, and that is all.